Hi, welcome to episode 7 of A Noob Tries to Be a Powerlifter. So today's session was a deadlift session, and I was working on conventional deadlifts. And I did 4 sets of 5 repetitions or 67.5 kilos on the bar. And I was just working on technique. So when I say working on technique, I'm basically saying I'm working on pulling the slack out of the bar. So what exactly is pulling the slack out of the bar? It's basically a 3 to 4 step process. I say 4 steps because there's an additional cue that I think is really important. Um, yeah, it's a process that puts you into an optimal position to execute the deadlift before starting it. All right. So what are these 4 steps? Well, the first step is to take a deep, a big a breath. This basically allows you to engage your core, keep your spine neutral, and thus puts you in an optimal position to execute the lift and takes off stress from your lower back. All right. The second step is to engage your lats. And how do you engage your lats? You bring your hips down and you wedge into the bar. So how do you wedge into the bar? Basically, like I said earlier on, you bring your hips down into a position almost like a squatting position, but not exactly. And then once you do that, you grab onto the bar and bring your shoulders inwards. All right, bring your arms inwards. This allows you. This basically engages your lats. And what exactly are the lats? The lats are the muscles below your armpits. All right, that's if you engage those muscles, it activates your upper back. Right, you want to activate your upper back because it takes off stress from your lower back, and thus, like I said earlier on, puts you in an optimal position to start the lift. And what is the third step? The third step is to grab onto the bar and pull onto the bar without lifting it off. All right. So what's the point of this? The point of this is to allow you to maintain an optimal position once everything is executed. All right. So once you've stimulated all the other supporting muscles, you pull onto the bar without lifting it off, and this allows you to maintain position. So I mean, it's a bit hard to explain, but then you have to actually try to do it, and yeah. All right. So what's the fourth step? The fourth step is to initiate leg drive throughout the entire process. All right. So it's not necessarily a fourth step, but basically, it's all 3 steps. All right. You just have to do it. So you initiate leg drive, exert some force on your feet against the floor, just a tiny bit, not too much. All right. Just imagine it like a leg press, but you're not exerting too much force. Um, yeah, this just puts you in a much stronger position before you start the lift. Because I mean, of course, right? If you're exerting force on your feet against the floor, right, you'll be able to pull the bar much more easily, rather than like just pulling onto the bar without exerting any force. And then you just then once the bar is off, and then you exert the force, then yeah, that's not a good thing. All right, so that is what pulling the slack of the bar means. I know that I may not have the best explanation because I'm explaining it by words, but yeah, you can search this up online to other tutorials as well. For example, like Calgary Barbell or something on YouTube. Right, they have much better explanations, but these are just the cues I do. All right. So with some issues I'm having problems with lat engagement. It's probably because my lats are weak and I don't have proper mind muscle connection with those lats. So yeah, regarding deadlift sessions, I usually have accessories where I engage that muscle. For example, like one arm dumbbell rows, pull ups, reverse grip lat pull downs, etc. All right. That's what my coach has been making me do, and honestly, it's been helping a lot. So for some reflection, we are at what 11 weeks out from the program. Sorry, from the powerlifting meet I registered, and since I can't do a peaking program, I will have to peak in the meet itself. So we'll see how this goes. I'm not expecting much, and I just want to participate. So and have fun. Honestly, it's just for fun. Cause honestly, like powerlifting has given me a lot of stress relief, you could say, and yeah, I just enjoy the sport. So see ya. Nice job, Frank.